Hello and welcome to an intermediate level routine for flat bench style Bowflexes like this. And maybe you've been doing the beginner routines for a while and you're looking to progress to the more advanced routines, or maybe the advanced ones are a bit too much. Well, this routine is intended to be the happy medium. So in this video, we're going to be doing 21 sets of work, 10 different exercises to hit our entire upper body. And we're also going to be doing a HIIT style workout, meaning we're working out to this clock behind me. We're going to have intervals of 35 seconds of work followed by 25 seconds of rest, and we're going to have a 1 minute halftime in there. We're also going to have a 4-minute warm up so we can get all loose and all stretched out. Before we get into that though, if you're joining me, please give this video a like. Once this video gets up to 50 likes, that's telling me people want to see more of this, and we release another intermediate routine for flat bench machines. So without further ado, let's get into that warm up. All right, we're starting things out with some tuck jacks. So these are a lot like a jumping jack combined with a high knee. So instead of jumping, you're just going to raise your knees up and then just clap your hands together underneath your knees. We're going to be doing this for 60 seconds here. And the intent of this is just to loosen up, get our blood flowing, and then we're going to get into some stretches. And being nice and loose and all stretched out is going to help us get the most out of our workout routine here today. So don't skip your warm-up, take this seriously. All right, next we're going to be doing saucers, and for these, you're going to pretend that your nose is at the center of a spiral, and then you're slowly going to make that spiral bigger and bigger. We're just trying to loosen up our neck here. You should be doing as big of circles as you can do. And now we're going to change directions, and we're going to take that spiral inwards. All right, after this, we're going to do arm circles. So same concept here. Stretch those arms out wide, and we're going to do little circles. Kind of quickly get bigger and bigger until they can't get any bigger. We're going to do full arm circles here for a few seconds, and then we're going to change directions and bring them in. Loosen up your chest and your shoulders here with this. And we're going to bring those in all the way. Keep those arms outstretched, and we're going to do some torso twists here. And this is going to loosen up our back, our spine, kind of our core. They're kind of fun to do too. All right, we're going to go back to some tuck jacks here again for another 30 seconds here. Now today's routine is going to be, again, it's 21 sets today. And everything is going to be through one set of pulleys, kind of the ground or the low pulleys on my PR1000, which should translate over to the Blaze and the XLT and Bowflex Classic, all those different things. So all right, arm pulls up next. So for these, we're gonna kind of shake our arms like this, and then you're gonna pull one arm across your body and hold it for a few seconds. Now let's switch arms. We're trying to stretch out our triceps here and our shoulders. A couple more. All right, and finally we're going to do some wrist pulls. So like for this, you're just going to grab your fingers. I guess they're finger pulls, sorry. And this is going to be loosening up our wrist and our biceps a little bit. Bring out your hand in front of you. Now let's switch hands as well. And then last couple seconds, do whatever feels good to you here. All right, so let's get our machine all racked up. So I'm going to be racking up 80 pounds of power rods, and that's the heavy weight setting. 50 pounds would be medium weight setting, and 30 pounds would be my lightweight setting here. So this weight setting, I'm going to be using this for the entire duration of our routine today. So no weight changes in here, and that's going to help us, move quickly between sets. And our first set is going to be a seated row here. So for this, grab your handles and you're going to slide to the back of your Bowflex. And I actually even like sitting on my leg extension here if you can. And then I put my feet kind of at the base of the machine, and then I'm going to just pull these handles in towards my chest and shoulders, just like this. And as those rods bend, that's when you want to exhale. All right, everybody join me now. 35 seconds of work here. Feel a nice squeeze in your shoulder blades as you pull this back. You should be exhaling as you're pulling the weights in. All right, keep holding on to those handles, and our next lift is going to be a bicep curl, and this is going to be just kind of your natural bicep curl here on the Bowflex. You're going to be facing the machine, maybe step back a foot or so, and then you're just going to curl these handles up towards your shoulders, just like this. All right, everybody join me here. 2, 1, let's go, team. If you need more difficulty, step back just a little bit, and those power rods are going to bend more and add more resistance. Less difficulty, get closer to the tower. All right, our next lift is going to be a shoulder press. So we're going to spin around and sit down on our bench here with our back to the tower. Then you're going to grab these handles. You're going to have the handle over your palm when you're doing this, and then you're going to be pressing up above your head, just like that. Here we go. Let's work, everybody. Fifteen seconds left. Shoulder press is tough, but you're tougher. All right, next we're going to be doing chest press. So you're going to stay seated, except you're going to slide a little bit out, further away from the tower, and then you're going to put your palms over the handles. So for that means it should look like this as you press out. So your palms are above the handles, and then we're just going to press the weight out in front of our body here. I like keeping it chest tight here. Exhale as you press out. Inhale as you let the weight retract. All right, nice. So our next lift is going to be kind of an ab lift here, and we are just going to lie flat on our bench here and put your legs over the leg extension. And this is going to be a pull down crunch. So you're going to then extend your arms out all the way, And then as you bring your handles down to your thighs, you're going to lift your head and shoulders off the bench so you get in a nice little crunch position here, and then hold it for a second and then release. The longer you hold this in the crunch position, the more challenging it's going to be. All right, so next we're going to stay lying down here, and we're moving into a lying tricep extension. So for this, you're going to have your elbows, or you're pointing up to the ceiling, and then you're going to actually you're going to have your elbows parallel with the ground here, sorry, and then you're going to flare them out like this here. So your hands point up to the ceiling, and then you extend them down towards your thighs. All right, next you're going to stand up, and you can keep holding on to the handles if you want, and you're going to do some reverse bicep curls. So for this, we're going to be leaning away from the tower, and then we're just going to do our normal bicep curl here. Just like this here. Here we go. So this is another set of bicep curls, and it's a little bit different though. Different angles, work different parts of the muscle. All right. Nice. So our next lift is going to be the resisted punch. So just sit down here, and then we're going to go back to having our hands over the handles. And this is going to be a lot like the chest press, except we're only be doing one hand at a time. And it's okay to go quick on this. Actually, quick can be kind of good here. Imagine you're punching a punching bag, or shadow boxing here with a little bit more resistance on your punch. Just when you were getting a little tired, throwing some cardio upper body work here on you. All right, next we're going to do shoulder pulls. So for this, you're going to stand up and you're going to reach across the machine and grab with the opposite handle. So this is the handle I was holding my right hand onto just a moment ago. Now I got my left, and now I'm just going to pull this weight up towards my shoulder here. Here we go. So we got this on one side, flip it around, do the other, and then we're at halftime. And if you're still with me at this point, you got to finish. There's no quitting at halftime. Right, stepping over our machine and switching sides here for another set of shoulder pulls. Last set of the first half. Finish this strong. All right, here we go. We got a minute and 25 seconds of rest here. That 25 seconds is for completing that rep or that set. And then the minute is our recovery break. Grab some water, do what you need to do. So this is my first intermediate routine on the channel. And like I said in the intro, if you're joining me and you want to see more of these, please give this video a like. That gives me kind of, ideas on what to film next. And my videos that get a lot of likes really gain a lot of traction and tells me, this is the stuff people want to see. So don't forget to give that a like. I hope this is kind of the bridge for a lot of people to get out of the beginner routines into the more advanced routines and really see some progress. So all that said, we need to get set up for our second set or our second circuit here. And we're starting things off with seated row again. So sit up nice and tall. And get ready to row in 3, 2, 1. Let's row. Come on. All right, bicep curls up next. Just stand up, get closer to that tower. And then we're gonna be holding on to these handles and curling up in another 10 seconds or so. Let's curl. Stand up nice and tall. Don't put your back into this. If you are feeling the tendency to do that, step a little bit closer to the machine. And if you're really struggling to complete these 35-second intervals after the set, if you're coming out of those beginner routines after this set, I'm going to want you to just join me 5 seconds into each interval. I don't want you to quit 5 seconds early. I want you to join 5 seconds late. Shoulder press up next. Palms underneath those handles and press up towards the sky. Feel that squeeze in your back. Some people really despise the shoulder press. We're gonna turn that hatred that you might have into some love for those shoulder presses. You don't like them because they ain't easy. All right, chest press, slide up a bit. Now you're gonna have your hands or your palms over those handles. We got 10 seconds before we get into that. I hope you're feeling good out there. I am feeling great. Let's do this together. 3, 2, 1, and let's press. Slide back if you need less resistance. If you don't want to slide back, you got this. Keep working with me. This is tough. Next, we are doing our pull down crunches. So for that, we're going to be lying down, legs over our leg extension, and then we're going to grab those handles, stretch those arms out, and then we're going to crunch as we pull the handles towards our thighs. Here we go. Crunch. Crunch and hold it for a second and release. All right, stay lying down. And we're going to be doing our shoulder extension up next. So for these, elbows are going to be facing or pointing towards your knees, and then you're going to take this weight and then bring it towards your thighs and then up, so it's pointing towards the ceiling, and then your thighs again. All right. Let's go. Ten more seconds. All right, good work. We have our reverse bicep curl up next. So you're just going to stand up and you're going to be leaning forward a little bit, and then you're going to curl this weight up towards those shoulders. Here we go. Reverse curls. You are in the home stretch. 75% of the way down with this routine. Keep those elbows locked in place. And you're just moving those handles around them in a half or quarter circle. Nice work, nice work. We're sitting down again here. Resisted punch. We're going to be doing that shadow boxing here. You can go kind of fast on this one if you want. Don't get out of control. You can go quick though. Nice. 3 more sets to go. We got our shoulder pulls, our 2 of them. Reach across the machine with your the arm that's furthest away from the tower. And then we're going to be pulling this weight up towards our shoulders here. Here we go. You've got less than 90 seconds of work remaining. Finish strong. You're in the home stretch. 2 sets to go, spinning it around, and we got our other shoulder. And our final set is going to be something a little bit different than our entire routine today, and we're only doing it one time. All right, let's pull. "15 more seconds. You got this. Work." All right, our final set is going to be a wrist curl here. And for this, you're going to kind of get seated like you're doing a seated row, except you're going to have the handles over your palms, and then you're going to slide back. And you can even sit here if you want, or just at the back of the machine. And then you're just going to roll the handles up. And so you should have a little squeeze in your wrist here. So I'm kind of letting go. Let the handles slide and then bring them into kind of a fist here again. We're only doing one because your wrist is not a big muscle group, or your forearms are not. And we're also done. So good work out there, everybody. You know, exercising like that is not just good for your physical health, it's also good for your mental health. And we got to unrack our power rods from resistance here. Don't forget to wrap them up. It's going to help them stay nice and strong. So like I was saying, exercise both for your physical health but also your mental health. Stuff like this really boost your mood, and I hope you feel energized at the end of this routine. And you know, if you do, please comment below, like the video. Like I said, those things really help me out, and I hope this helped you out. So as always, be good to yourself, be good to others, and thank you for watching.